Does it say that it's recording?
Mm-hmm.
It does. Okay. Yun.
Okay.
Thank you, Maggie. I got used to saying
Yes.
Maggie. Thank you, Maggie, for uh, agreeing to be our special guest for our digital marketing and social media classes. We've
Hi
never really talked
guys.
about gaming, and we've had YouTubers, influencers, vloggers in the past,
Hmm.
even for our grad school class, but we've never really interviewed gamers.
Oh,
So
I am
you're the
honored to
first.
be here. Honored to be the first gamer. Hi
Yeah.
guys. Hi everyone. I'm
Hopefully
Maggie.
I get to use this video for 2 to 3 years. Hopefully.
And
Yeah.
I'll look back at it one day.
Because
Yeah.
I stretch my lectures.
Mm.
I write it once, I don't write it again. Maybe just a few updates.
Mm.
But we're gonna have face-to-face classes again soon
I
in
see.
September, I think.
Face to face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sige. So Maggie was my student maybe at least twice. Um, One was a digital marketing class. The other was what was the other class? Was it a design? Was it a Photoshop class?
Yeah. It was lab marketing too, I think,
Yeah,
at
it
the
was a
time.
Photoshop Illustrator class.
Mm.
And then you were also an intern briefly
Yeah.
for Studio Bellare. You followed what's her name?
Uh what
Mariel
was her?
Rivera.
Yeah, I remember that. I had to follow her. I had to like hold a
You had
camera
to
and take a video
follow.
of
Yeah.
her. Yeah. So hi guys, I'm Maggie.
When Facebook stories and IG stories was new, right? We had a 1 hour long Facebook Live pala, sorry, Facebook Live.
Yeah, for around that Mario Rivera person. Yeah. Or yeah.
Do you include that in your resume, or maybe it's not something you share with people?
No. No, it's
You had
not
to
like I
follow
don't want to
Mariel Rivera
share it.
around.
It's just that, you know, I actually haven't remember like I didn't remember that till you reminded me.
Ah, talaga?
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't that memorable, following a
No.
celebrity around.
College was a blur for me.
Hmm.
So
Sige, go ahead and introduce yourself.
okay. Hi guys, I'm Maggie. I stream on Twitch and I used to stream on Facebook as well. I'm a gamer slash content creator for Oasis Gaming and Tier 1.
You're part of Tier 1.
Mm-hmm. Tier 1 is my agency and Oasis Gaming is my org. If that it's hard to explain to some people, but yeah. So Tier 1 handles my projects and my brand deals, whereas Oasis is just a stream team where I joined and I wanted to, because I believed in their creators and I am close to a lot of them.
Okay. Have you always been a gamer?
Yeah, for as long as I could remember. I think my first game was when I was like maybe 9 years old, probably even earlier. But the first most memorable one for me was Pokemon Dash, and it was just a Pokemon racing game. Anything Pokemon. I grew up with Pokemon basically.
And hence Maggiekarp.
It's based off the fish, the Maggiekarp fish.
Yeah, I'm sure most of us are familiar with Pokemon and Maggiekarp.
Yeah, I actually noticed a lot of people name themselves after Pokemon. If you guys know Pokimane, she's named after Pokemon, or like Lily Pichu, other big streamers.
That's cool. Okay. How did you start streaming?
I started streaming because I just wanted to record my gameplay. I didn't want it to be public. I just wanted it recorded so I could laugh back at it someday and watch it. But then my brother was like suggesting you should make a page because Facebook gaming at the time was very new. I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago. And he was like, you can make a living out of this because since it's new, it's also easy to grow in. Although the platform right now is very different, it's very saturated, lots of more people. But yeah, I got into streaming because I wanted to record my gameplay. That's it. And I just wanted to laugh back at it.
Was this the time that Facebook opened its content creator, I guess, platform to the public? Diba before parang it was a
Yeah.
direct partnership between Facebook and creators.
Yeah. It was. It was during the time where Facebook gaming was new as well, and then they started talking about how you could earn as an actual job, like with salary and a contract, rather than just making money off donations, which is the main source of income for streamers, I think.
Mm. This was what year?
This was around, I started streaming 2018, but I
Mm.
made my page at 2019.
All right. And then how do streamers earn on Facebook?
On Facebook, so
Are those just the stars?
there are many ways to earn money on
Mm.
Facebook. I'd say Facebook is a great place to earn if you're thinking of streaming for money or trying to make a living out of it or income. It's because brands look at Facebook more as well. And then you have the contract, which is you're a Facebook partner where they pay you a salary depending on the numbers you reach or depending on how popular you are, basically. And then there's donations and subs. So subs is like people pay a monthly fee to support you, or donations where people enjoy your content and just want to donate to the streamer.
So it's like a combination of Twitch and Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because people can pay you a certain amount every month and it's consistent.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
when they do that, they do have like supporter benefits. I think that's they call Facebook supporters. The people who are part of it, they're supporters, and on Twitch, it's subscribers. So on Facebook, if you're a supporter, you have exclusive posts, like access to exclusive posts. And then for Twitch, if you're a subscriber, you have access to a person's emotes or stickers, basically stuff you can use in chat. And I think you get the same on Facebook as well.
It's surprising that people really pay for those kinds of benefits.
Yeah, I was really surprised, honestly. At first, I didn't understand why people would pay a monthly fee to use stickers or stuff like that. I was like, what? But when you get part of like a streamer's community, you'll start to understand why.
Mm. All right. What was the first game that you streamed?
Overwatch. Back then Overwatch was very popular. Right now it's like a dead game and everyone plays Valorant. But Overwatch was definitely the game that got me into FPSs or addicted to FPSs. And it was very simple at the time. And it's a game I literally grinded for hours. I have like over 3,000 hours in the game.
Wow.
I would probably sometimes skip class. I'm kidding, to play.
Were you still a student back then?
Yeah.
When did you graduate?
Like around like 2020 or 2021, something like that. I was still a student while I was streaming, I think. Yeah.
So how long have you playing Valorant?
Valorant, I've been playing since before it got officially released, actually. I was given access to the servers early on. So I've been playing for a while, but I still suck.
Do you have to be good when you stream your games?
No, I think that's the biggest misconception for people, is that they think they have to be good at games to succeed in the industry, and that's not true. There's many types of streamers. There's educational streamers where you can learn from. There's entertainment streamers. There's chatting streamers. There's just you can be different. Like there's always a lot of type of streamers, and you'll always find a community for yourself. Sorry, something got in my eye. Anyways.
Probably fur.
Yeah, probably cat hair.
Since you mentioned that you started gaming when you were still a student, did you immediately decide that this was going to be your full-time thing after graduating?
No, I did not go into this with the expectation of making money out of it. I was just doing this for fun. I didn't really care too much. And then I think 3 months later, Apex came out at the time. And then normally people, this is like a streaming thing or a streamer secret, but most people grow with the game. If there's a new game, you hop onto it and you try to grow with the game. So at the time I was streaming League of Legends to like 10 to 15 viewers. I didn't really care. But half of it were my friends just watching me. And then Apex came out. And all of a sudden, I started hitting like 300 viewers to 500 viewers out of nowhere. It was obviously, it came out slow, but it was pretty like drastic for me. Like we went from 2 digits to 3 digits almost in a week, I think, just because the game was new and there weren't a lot of people in the Philippines streaming it.
So was it because it was new and that, just like what you said, there were only a few playing it and streaming it? Was it the
Yeah.
only reason why you think that your number of viewers immediately increased? What do you
Oh,
think was the reason?
I did everything I could to like grow because I saw like I hit 100 randomly out of nowhere. And I was like, oh, I really want to do this. This is fun. Like, I want to grow with this game. So I started sharing my streams to my timeline, Facebook
Mm.
groups, and really pushing my content out there. Like, really, like asking my friends to share it as well. So I definitely did use my marketing degree to some point where I would
Just a
like
lot of work.
study, yeah, where I
Yeah.
would study the algorithm, how it worked, what didn't. Because a lot of the times to grow on Facebook or even in any platform, a lot of people work hard, but there's like, if you study the algorithm, you can grow faster than a normal hardworking person would, if that makes sense.
It does. It does. At least if you're, observant of,
If
like,
you,
okay, if I
yeah.
do this type of post, or if I,
Mm,
all these different, parameters that allow you to succeed faster, you would.
studying trends and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so you decided that this was going to be a full-time thing when you started earning significantly, or when you had, significant number of viewers or subscribers,
Uh,
followers?
I only started doing this for a living when I got a contract out of it. I
Mm,
definitely don't suggest doing this full time unless you have a salary, because
yeah.
you will never get stable income just from donations. That's very like up and down. Your numbers in streaming will always be up and down. Nothing's really stable in this industry or in social media.
Yeah, because I watched a couple of interviews of mga Twitch streamers and describing their experiences, and majority of them had to stream for 24 hours.
Yeah. Twitch
Or when they
streamers
talk
don't get
when
much.
they when they left for vacation, all of a sudden when they came back, it wasn't the same amount of viewers or traction and
Yeah.
earnings. So they had to get all those numbers
Yeah.
back up again.
It's pretty bad for the mental actually, because when you give yourself a break or a vacation, it kind of like ruins your numbers. So you're always
Mm,
like, if you're taking a break, you're always constantly thinking, oh, how am I going to stay relevant? Or
mm.
will my viewers find someone else to watch while I'm gone? Stuff like that. It's very draining on the mental. So definitely remind yourself, if you do plan on getting into this, to give yourself a break and surround yourself with good people.
Given that, all right, so that's good advice. Given that you don't think of yourself as a good player of any of the games that you stream, you're not unless you are good with some. What do you think you're a pro at?
I've won a few competitions for Apex,
That's good.
and I did reach Immortal in Valorant, which is a second highest rank ish. Immortal 1, so basically fourth highest rank. And I reached Apex Pred, which is the highest rank in Apex. So basically, I main FPS games. I'm not good at MOBAs, although I do enjoy them. I am Herald in Dota, which is one of the lowest ranks, probably like an equivalent of like bronze. But yeah, so I do enjoy playing FPS games, and I would say I'm fairly decent at them and experienced.
Yeah, 'cause, of course you can't be good at everything, right?
Mm-mm. I mean, there's some people out there who are actually kind of good at everything.
Talaga.
Not me though, but like some streamers I know are just blessed at every game they play.
All right. You've joined competitions in the past, right? What do you think of the competitive gaming industry, specifically in the Philippines? Because we know that it's huge everywhere else.
I think for the competitive scene, at least, it's pretty big in the mobile area. I know that the Philippines is one of the biggest supporters for Dota. And right now it's growing a lot with Valorant ever since Team Secret, if you guys watch the Valorant Pro scene, made it to the international scene, which is the first time we've ever had an FPS team make it to an international level or an international stage.
We're sharing more about these things because I'm not really a gamer, but it would be nice to be aware of all of these different events and all of these different games that are.
So
I should interview Jaime once. I don't.
Oh yeah, you should. You should. Well, for the local gaming scene, I would say it's still growing, but I think the professional scene is not as big as the entertainment scene when it comes to like streaming. Because I know streaming in the Philippines is huge now. I think it's the new form of entertainment. Like you see celebrities getting into it as well, and yeah, lots of brands are looking for people and looking for streamers nowadays. You know what I mean? Like streamers are the new influencers.
It's weird to see actors who are also streamers like Paula Avellino, I think.
Yeah. That's true. My boyfriend's really close to him. He streams on Twitch, surprisingly, when he could do better on Facebook.
Do you think it's better? You when I checked your account, you're no longer active on Facebook. You're more active on Twitch.
I'm active on Twitter and Twitch. So
Twitter and Twitch.
Twitch doesn't really have its own social media platform, but people on Twitch use Twitter to communicate or to network. Although I do post on Facebook a bit. Yeah.
All right, but you no longer stream on Facebook. Not anymore. What made you switch?
I just didn't like it. It was really bad for my mental to constantly think about keeping my numbers up to get paid for that, or being pressured to maintain a certain amount of viewers, where to the point where I was streaming for views and not for my viewers. Does that make sense? Like I was.
Because you had the contract with Facebook.
Yeah, I had a contract with Facebook. I was a partnered streamer for almost 2 years. You can earn a lot if you're a partnered streamer, like a lot, guys. Like I'm talking 6 digits.
But it's really a job. It's a well-paying job.
Like you're required to hit certain numbers, so yeah.
Have your parents always been supportive of what you're doing? Sounds like a serious question, but more on gaming as a profession.
I don't think so. My dad's very conservative and my mom is also very conservative. They weren't like, when I told my dad first I was streaming, he was like, what type of stream? Why do you have your camera on all the time? Huh? Who are you streaming to? What type of stream is he doing? I'm like, I'm doing gaming streams. And my dad didn't understand it because he was like, why would someone want to watch someone game? That doesn't make sense. So at first they weren't supportive, but they eventually became supportive when I started earning a lot and I showed them how much I was earning and they were like, oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. It brings in the numbers and the money. And you don't have to do illegal stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's what parents care about, right? They want to see their child earn money, succeed. They only want the best for us guys. I only started realizing that when I got older.
And you don't even have to leave the house.
Yeah, I don't leave the house ever. Could be a good or bad thing. I don't even know how to socialize anymore. I can't keep eye contact with people in real life. And I talk like a Twitch chat. When they say poggers, kappa.
I know. Okay. I have no idea what that is. I'm that old.
Or like Facebook chat. Facebook chat is more like exclamation point notify, pa-shoutout po, penge skin, guison skin, like that, stuff like that.
Streamers speak.
I talk like the internet in real life. It's kind of embarrassing. I would not put me in serious social situations.
That would be an interesting video. Like streamers in real life put together in
That's
an
the thing,
awkward social
right?
situation.
Because we all hang out together, and in real life, like we all just understand, like we don't hang out with people outside of streams much because it's like, how do we talk? How do we like converse normally? Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But from my friends too, they also like talk like me at least.
What else? Since you have you probably already have an active set of fans, right? Like you would call them your community, quote
Yeah,
unquote.
I wouldn't call them my fans. It sounds weird. You
Yeah.
know what? Like I was talking about this to my chat or my community the other day, where I think the biggest difference between Twitch and Facebook is that in Facebook, the community there seems more like they're fans more than they are a community. Like there's a difference between community and fans. Fans is more like you're not connected to them. They're just
Mhm.
watching you. They're just there, and you're not really having a connection with
Interacting.
them or
Yeah.
interacting with them. Yeah. Whereas a community is like you know each other, you're familiar with each other, you know how it's like a community. Like you know how people talk there. Um, yeah. I don't know how to explain it. But fans feel more like disconnected and
Like
like,
distant.
yeah, distant and disconnected.
Mm.
Yeah. I felt like when I streamed on Facebook, I wasn't talking to my viewers as much. Whereas when I swapped to Twitch, I was able to make more of a connection with them and play with them more and like actually speak to them more. Whereas on Facebook, I felt a little more distant to them. Yeah.
You've never tried streaming on YouTube.
No, I haven't.
Was it a
But
conscious decision to not be active on YouTube?
no. I would say YouTube is one of the best investments you can make as a content creator, definitely.
Hmm.
I'd say so, yeah. It's also the most respected platform for content creators. Like if you're big on YouTube, a lot of people really respect that.
But it's not, part of your plans to be more present there.
It has been. I've been working on like YouTube Shorts, which has been introduced
Mm,
just recently, I think,
yeah.
like a few years, like last year maybe. So yeah, I just upload YouTube Shorts. I haven't really uploaded a lot of like long videos because those are harder to like figure out what pops off like in the algorithm.
Yeah. When we recently had our TikTok discussion in class, one of the things that came up was when it comes to TikTok and YouTube Shorts, the barriers to entry are really low. Don't
Mm-hmm.
need to have high-end cameras, high-end audio
Mm-hmm.
equipment. It can just be your
Exactly.
phone.
Yeah.
And not like long form YouTube content wherein the caliber of quality is just really, really high and it's
Mm-mm.
continuously increasing.
Yeah. I also noticed something like if the person watches a big portion of your video, the more it gets pushed to the algorithm. So in YouTube Shorts, that's really easy to do, or even TikTok because they're really short videos. So people will be watching like most of it. Um, yeah.
How has given that on Facebook you needed to have a contract to really started seeing, good money. How
Mhm.
about on Twitch? How do you get supported on Twitch?
Oh, on Twitch, I definitely think like getting support there is from your community or even brands. For me right now, I don't really earn a lot from donations or subs. Most of my money comes from my sponsors
Mhm.
and
But they have to go
brands.
through tier one.
Yes, they do. They do. But tier one does help me get brands as well. So
Because they're, at this point they're probably super well connected.
yeah, I think right now they might be the biggest agency for
Mhm.
gaming in the Philippines.
So gi- given that you spend most of your time at home, and then when you go out, you hang out with fellow streamers, what else do you do aside from streaming and gaming? Is there anything else?
Mm, I don't know. My life is literally just I wake up, I pet my cats, I feed them, I game, I stream. Occasionally there are like gaming events that I can attend and I
Mm.
meet my fellow streamers, and I'll take like occasional weekends off as well with my friends. We'd go out of town sometimes, touch grass, stay connected. It's kind of hard because like when you do get into streaming, you get trapped in this little small bubble, which you kind of have to occasionally pop every now and then and like go outside, see the real world.
Yeah, because it seems like such a glamorous life from the outside. Uh, you can actually earn from it. You stay at home. You game the whole
It's
day.
not. It's not. It used to be. It used to be easier, like to get into this. Like
Mm.
maybe if you got into it at the start of the pandemic, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of
Mm-hmm.
streamers right now grew from the pandemic because
Yeah.
everyone was at home. Now if you're gonna try, it's a bit hard. It's a bit harder, definitely. But I don't want that to discourage anyone. I think you should still try and don't just focus on one platform. Like take advantage of the fact that we have multiple platforms to grow in.
Mm. Were you able to freelance for Riot?
Freelance?
Yeah, I can't remember if Jaime mentioned something about you taking over some of his work when he left.
Oh yeah. I on the side I'm a contractor for Riot, so I'm also a community manager aside from a streamer. I'm an influencer slash community manager on the side, part
What is
time.
a because in digital marketing, community management means customer service, but on the gaming streaming side, what does community manager mean?
It means basically anything that has to do with the community, managing the community, listening to the community, growing the community.
So much stuff to learn. But this is very new. This is very new for me. That's why, good thing I know someone. I know you. You're very, very active in this space.
Yeah.
How long do you think you're gonna be doing this?
Oh, wow, that's a good question. I really thought I was only going to be doing this for 3 years, and I've already been doing this for 3 years. This is my third year. 2 weeks ago was my third year mark. Um, I don't know. I sometimes I feel like once you get sucked into this, you get stuck in it. So it's kind of
And
hard
it's
to
really
get out
hard
of.
to foresee, right? Like how long you're gonna be doing something that
Mm,
hasn't been around, you know,
mm-hmm.
hasn't been around for that long.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's like really hard. I think I'll just go. I might just do this for as long as I can, I guess, as long as I'm getting paid. If I'm no longer earning from this and it no longer makes me happy, then I would definitely leave. But I think a lot of people who are in this industry are definitely not doing this for money because I don't think this
Mhm.
is a good place to earn money.
Not to
I
discourage those who want to get into it.
yeah, definitely if you want to get into this, it's definitely out of passion. A lot of the
Mhm.
people I know right now who are successful in this industry are there because they're passionate, not because they were in it for money.
Yeah, because I've watched a lot of YouTubers, talking about their experiences, grinding it out,
Mm-hmm.
coming up with one long form video a week, and then it was only because of the pandemic that they started seeing the
Yeah.
numbers grow. But they've been
Mm-hmm.
around for 5 years, 10 years.
Mm, that's true. That's true. The pandemic really, really grew the gaming industry or content creation in general, not just gaming.
Tsaka I think there's also an opportunity for you to, if you get tired of being in front of the camera, you can be part of the group organizing, events, managing
Yeah,
talent.
that's definitely my goal as well when I'm
Mm.
done being in front of the camera, which I never really enjoyed doing in the first place. I'd really just like to be in the back end.
Like, what was the experience like when you bought your mic for the first time and you heard your voice?
I was like, is that how it really sounds like? I can't believe people watch me, dude. Anyways, yeah. I don't know.
Ganun talaga.
I personally really, I'm a shy person. I know it doesn't show, but Shane would probably agree to me being shy. I was really shy in class. I was really quiet. I never recited. I would avoid talking in front of the class. I'm a very introverted person. I think most gamers actually, or most of the people you meet in this industry are very introverted.
Yeah. Because you can also, you know, imagine when teachers had to record their lectures for the first time, we all became content creators in a way. You know, had to write
Yeah.
aside from research, the lectures, we had to write our scripts, we had to shoot
Mm.
ourselves, we had to edit our videos. And now, you know, it's coming back. Face to
And,
face is coming back.
and your class, as you like your viewers, you have like 40
Yeah.
viewers
Yeah.
all the time.
Although I didn't like take advantage of it by, you know, uploading all the videos on YouTube and then just ask them to watch my YouTube account. Although I could have. But you know, when you're in class, you might say things that are not, you know,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Do they know
safe
about
for the public.
your singing?
All the secrets. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they're that uh, inquisitive that they look into what I've done in the past.
True, true, true.
With the length of my hair and you know all the growling, all the headbanging.
He used to be a rock star.
My past life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we've basically covered most things
Mm-hmm.
that are important or relevant to the discussion. Um, what would you like to share to my students who want to get into this, get into streaming in general, can be any topic, or professional gaming?
Mm. Professional gaming and streaming are very different.
Yeah.
Professional gaming, you really need strong mental for both streaming and professional gaming. When you're streaming, you're really putting yourself out there, open to criticism and a lot of hate. So I'd say one advice I'd like to give is like really like prepare yourself for all that. It's not all glitz and glam. Uh there's a lot of like the bad sides that go with it. Like you'll get a lot of negative comments. Your mental is gonna worsen a bit. Wow, this sounds so bad. But I really think the best way to counter all of this is just have fun with yourself. Just enjoy it. Enjoy what you're doing. Don't really like even Pokimane said this. Pokimane is the biggest female streamer on Twitch.
Mm.
She said that you shouldn't go into this with the thought of making money because it'll just get you depressed and you should just really just try to have fun with it, make friends along the way, and yeah. But it's a different story if you want to go pro though. If you want to go pro, you have to grind. Pro players, they grind about 8 to 10 hours a day. They play the game and they're scrimming against people with similar skill levels, and they really dedicate a large portion of their day to training and
Mm.
to improving in the game. So yeah, you need a lot of time. I know a lot of orgs out there can support you if you do plan on going pro. If you guys know Academia, have you heard of this, Shane? It's like an org that supports student gamers. So they'll be
Is it supported
paying.
by a telco or
I'm
it's
not
independent?
sure. I'm not sure.
Akad Arena.
But they will, if you're a student streamer or a student pro player, they have like what do you call it? Certain partnerships where they will pay for your tuition or a part of your tuition or help you with school, basically. I forgot what you call that. Oh, internships? I'm not sure. What do you call those like when you get really good grades in the entrance exam and then you're put to like a special.
You're a scholar, like a star
Yeah,
scholar.
like a scholarship.
Mm.
They offer scholarships for streamers and pro players, so they definitely want to help students achieve their dreams of making it in the gaming industry.
Oh, kids are so lucky nowadays.
They are. I wish I had this at the time. And I feel like this is only the beginning. It's only gonna get bigger from here. If this video gets played 2 years from now, it's to a completely different timeline. I really think this is the new form of entertainment, and esports is the new form of like, it's the future of sports. I don't know.
Yeah, kasi may games na in SEA Games, right? Was it SEA Games or Asian SEA Games?
It was SEA Games.
The recent one?
Yeah, I think there was Valorant. I'm not sure. Yeah. So definitely, I'm kind of excited. And I'm glad I get to be part of this growth, or one of the pioneers of it, like, happening, I guess.
That's so cool. I never expected it, for any of my students to be part of anything that's new. So, good job.
Thank you. Especially that one student in class who doesn't talk at all. It's usually those. It's usually the
they have
quiet
potential.
ones.
Yeah. See, I think that is it. Do you want to invite my students to like follow you or watch you or
I mean, they can. If you guys want to follow me, it's Maggiekarp, Maggiekarp on Facebook and Twitch. I have an underscore on Twitch though, and Magukarp on other socials such as Twitter and YouTube. And if you did come from Shane's class, say hi. I'm from Shane's class.
Oh yeah, because there's the chat component of Twitch is like, it's really the core of the platform.
It definitely is. Twitch is definitely more for here. Twitch is more for the viewers, whereas Facebook is more for the streamer. So yeah. If you're new to the stream, it highlights your message too on the streamer's chat. Like, hi, first time chatter.
And there are so many like pop-ups, right? Because I've seen like mga streams and then they carry it over to YouTube. I've never actively watched the stream actually on Twitch.
Really? But you've seen them on YouTube and Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Right now, Twitch is the #1 streaming platform as of now. It has 70% of the market share, I think. It used to have 90% just 3 years ago, I think, and now it's like slowly, like, Facebook is catching up, YouTube is catching up. Yeah.
Do you have members of your community who are not in the Philippines?
A lot of them aren't actually. Yeah, back then, when it really depends on the game I'm playing. I noticed when I switched to Valorant, I developed a more local audience, and I do primarily speak English on stream, so I did have a lot of viewers outside of the Philippines.
You're also very, Asian, applicable to most Asian countries.
What does that mean? I'm also very Asian. Nani? But yeah, they've been saying that as a joke actually, how being an Asian girl is the meta for streaming. The Asian girls streaming meta.
All right. I guess that's it. Because I appreciate the time for sharing everything that you have learned in the 2 to 3 years that you playing and streaming. I learned a lot. Maybe I'll invite you in real life. I don't know, 2 to 3 years from now. Maybe it's a different industry or scene altogether. Maybe you're not streaming anymore. 2 to 3 years from now. Yeah, because this is very new. Right. So things might change, might shift. Like I learned also recently that since Amazon owns Twitch, Amazon Prime users have benefits.
Yeah, they get free subs to their Twitch streamers, and they get free like game items if they do have like games that work with Twitch. Oh, also one thing that's been recently growing, I don't think you've heard of, is VTubing. Have you heard of this? It's like
I've seen illustrators
that,
doing that kind of artwork.
yeah, that's growing really fast right now, which is basically you're using an anime girl avatar, an anime avatar, or any sort of avatar that is not a real person. And yeah, some of the biggest streamers right now are anime girls.
Well, I'm sure there's a huge market for that.
Definitely. I think it's the biggest on YouTube, actually. YouTube is where all the VTubers are.
Maybe when I start doing those searches, it's gonna mess up my algorithm.
Probably.
Might see more
Probably.
YouTubers.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it. I'm sure there are so many topics but that we can talk about, pero parang you basically covered most of the things I wanted to ask. And thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Thanks for having
And
me.
I hope to get to invite you in real life. In I don't know if there's gonna be COVID pa by then, but maybe you're gonna be more social also.
I don't leave my house though.
I understand.
I'll try. All
right. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Bye bye.